Good afternoon, junior NCOs. I'm the first squad leader, 2nd Platoon, Battle Company of the 117th Infantry. Today I'm going to be briefing you on the squad level troop leading procedures, and this brief is unclassified for official use. The purpose of this brief is to hone the fundamentals of troop leading procedures so that you're able to do them and disseminate them throughout your subordinates to ensure mission success, to plan effective missions, and to adapt and overcome problems as they occur, because as we know, the plan doesn't always go accordingly. So here's a little overview of the troop leading procedures. First, you're going to receive the mission from higher. Then you're going to issue a warning order. Then you make a tentative plan, initiate movement, conduct reconnaissance, complete the plan, issue the op ward, and supervise, as well as refine. First step is to receive the mission from higher. You're going to determine the squad level mission from the op ward or the warning order that you get from higher. You will assess the timeline and plan accordingly. And important to be quick in beginning planning in accordance with platoon and higher operations. Next, you're going to want to issue a warning order. You're going to enable lower echelons to begin their planning process to ensure smooth, frictionless planning from all levels. You're going to outline the squad's mission, the general location of the operation, the initial timeline, the planning and prep phase, individual tasks, and movement to initiate. It's extremely crucial to outline individual tasks so every level, every echelon knows their job and knows the jobs of the people around them to ensure mission success. As you know already, METTC, mission, enemy, terrain, weather, troops and equipment, time, and civilian considerations. However, this is going to be extremely stressed in the TLP process. As you know, terrain and weather can completely alter and affect a mission. Troops and equipment can do the same. You need to know your enemy, you need to know your time restraints, and civilian considerations are massive. So for making a tentative plan, you're going to gauge METTC in general, deduce information on terrain, enemy forces, and as well as friendly forces to know the mission set as a whole, and then I, the squad leader, will outline the importance of these deductions so you will understand the importance of the operation and how it needs to proceed. Next is the initiation of movement, which is extremely flexible to the TLP process. It can happen at any stage, and then you need to begin movements and maneuvers necessary to continuing mission prep to get prepared for what's going on. Maybe that might be moving to a new assembly area, a new area of operations, many other movement processes. Next, you're going to conduct recon, which is extremely crucial to preparedness. This is dependent on time and tactical situation. You need to identify information and security requirements. This could look like map recon as well as enemy recon in person. Maybe, for example, there was an enemy obstacle in the way that you hadn't seen, a minefield. Then you're going to have to plan accordingly towards that. Maybe your map looks completely different than what you, in real life, than what you've seen. And then you're going to have to adjust your maps and adjust your plan accordingly. Next, you're going to plan complete, and then issue the op ward. This will ensure knowledge within the subordinates of the operation as a whole, because just knowing one part of the operation as an individual does not suffice. Say me, the squad leader, becomes a casualty, and then maybe one of my subordinates has to take my place, understand my place, and continue the mission. This instills confidence in you, the subordinates, and me as a leader in our ability to complete the mission and protect each other and eventually finish the mission. This must be issued in person because we have to instill that confidence and make sure that the subordinates are listening and paying attention so they know the mission thoroughly. It will explain all aspects of the operation, again, so that the individuals know just more than their individual part. This just, in general, will allow for a smooth flow of information. Then you're going to supervise and refine, which really is a step that should happen throughout the whole process. Because after you issue the warning order, things like execution of rehearsals should already be going on. You should be able to know which battle drills you're doing, which doctrine to look at, and you should be executing rehearsals and then refining these rehearsals as more information comes throughout maybe the recon process or the operation order planning process. And then you want your subordinates to do multiple back briefs in order to ensure their confidence and their knowledge in the subject matter so that you can be confident in their performance, and then mission success is inevitable. This is extremely crucial to make mission readiness certain. So the last step of my brief will be, what do the troop leading procedures actually do? I know I gave you a lot of information, but this pretty much wraps it up. TLPs are a dynamic process used by small unit leaders to analyze a mission, to develop a plan, and to prepare for an operation. This really just makes the military decision-making process understandable to lower echelons. To backtrack to what I've said earlier, it's extremely crucial for individuals, subordinates, to understand not only their individual tasks, but the tasks of those around them, and the overall mission from a higher perspective, so they can engage and complete their task by themselves, or be able to adapt and overcome if problems arise. That will conclude my brief. Do you have any questions?